Prim, Arnau, Pradas, Adrian Simon, Jan Quiles, Brian Fariñas, and Lamine Yamal. And to watch among the 11, of course, would be number 7 for the Blaugrana, Pradas, with 14 goals. On the other side, you're looking at number 10, Enrique Garcia. And he, with his 10 league goals this season, 4 behind the league leader Pradas, 3rd in the league. He is surrounded by Ivan Zemyakolov, Marc Asnar, Alex Lomares, Gerard Soler, Aniol Lopez, Eric Formache, Eric Vázquez, Guillem Hernandez, Juan Arango, and Nacho Plaza. It's a little wet, a little rainy, although it has since ceased here at the Ciudad Esportiva. Just a dark, cloudy day today, and given the fact that really all week long we've had nothing but sunshine, we were due. And so perhaps a little bit cold, relatively speaking, on a Saturday. But as we look to the table, Barca with plenty of control in the group. 18 games played, 17 games won, just 1 loss. They are 11 points up on second place, Espanyol. This is officially another opportunity for Barca to grow that lead, and we're not quite yet at clinch time, but we are getting closer, it appears, when you look at the calendar and how things are playing out. This is match day 19 out of a total of 30. Still plenty of time to make something happen. We are underway. Happy to have you along here today. Thanks for joining us. It is going to be exciting. 2 40-minute halves this morning. And it will be Barca in their Blaugrana and Girona sporting their secondary black kits. Girona just up the road, maybe about an hour and 15 minutes or so north of the Ciudad Esportiva. And we begin with Lamine Yamal, who had it stripped off of his feet, and it's taken down by Eric Vázquez. On the other side, Girona, they are having an enjoyable season, although there is still room to shuffle amongst the top of the table. They have 27 points. That's 6th in the group out of 16. 8 wins in 17 games. They do have an extra game in hand, along with a couple of teams close by, so they can get up towards 4th place with a couple of results. Over the top, Vázquez will give chase. He's defended by Aron, who was shoved off by Eric Vázquez. These teams met back on match day 4, the 16th of October. That game played in Girona. It finished 3-1 to Barca, who of course have won all but one of their games this season, just the December loss to Gymnastic. Goal from Hector Ford and Wesley Duval. It was Girona who took the early lead nearly into halftime before Barca equalized right before the half, then grabbed 2 second-half goals. Marc Guiu as well off the bench. And it was Enrique Garcia to score for Girona in that matchup. is the captain of the Cadet A side, Prim. Hector, Rangel, Fariñas, to the far side where we will keep our eye on Arnau, Pradas. Here is Lamine. Cuts it back into the path of Adrien Simon, who was trying to feed Quiles. Alexis, Olmedo, Hector, now Colome, here is Pradas. Arnau, Pradas, weaving towards the byline, taking it in, and he'll take the corner. In the end, necessary defending from Girona. Simon will be the one to take. Whipped in towards the back post, met by the head of Olmedo. It is sent aside by Zemliakov. A necessary save, and a good one at that. Well done by the Girona keeper, Ivan Zemliakov. It was Olmedo who headed it down, looking for his third goal of the year, and he did just about everything right. The type of game with Girona, you come to the Ciudad Esportiva, you have to come prepared. Preparation is maybe less than half the battle. You have to bring the energy because you know the pressure will come, as it has early and often so far. Sent away by Diego Kochen. On back though by Girona. The shot is on from Hernandez. Hernandez, who is one of just a handful of Girona players in this 11 who doesn't have a goal to his name this season. In fact, of the 10 outfield players, only Hernandez and Eric Formache have not scored this year. Similar statement can be made about Girona's 10 outfield players as well. 8 of their 10 have found the net this season, with number 5 Adam and number 8 Adrien Simon yet to find the netting. Olmedo tried to clip it up over the top. Vavkev got in the way. And although a little skeptical at times, Girona have been able to force their way out of the back. Pradas, what a beautiful first touch that is. What can he do now? Arnau, Pradas, left-footed, sends it in. There's Simon. It was just beyond his reach, and the follow-up came from Prim. He was caught late. It goes down as a goal kick. Done by Prim, but one back by Marc Aznou. Adam tried to turn. Things come to Prim. Simon. Adam. Forward by Olmedo. Flicked over the top, Lamine. Ball's moving quickly for Barca here in this first half. Trying to break down a Girona defense that is stretching themselves wide in this first half. Trying to cut off the angles along the sidelines. And ball. There's Alex Lomares. It's been a very streaky season for Girona this year. They started by winning their first two, and then they lost 3 of 4, including the loss at home against Barca. Ooh, that's a dangerous pass. And it's picked up by the captain, Gerard Soler. Girona finally able to come forward. They worked it well to get out of the back. After losing 3 of those 4, Girona, they then went on to win 6 straight, including an 8-1 win over Athletic San Just. And that pulled them back to where they wanted to be. That win that made it 6 straight against Villasarmar came in the middle of December. They do not have a win since then. It's been 2 months to the day since their last victory. They've gone 5 games now without a win. It's been a less than ideal start to their 2022, but they do have a corner, Girona, and it's sent in towards the back post. It was chested down momentarily by Anio Lopez. Barca able to clear. Kept alive by Quiles, who had to come back a long ways to get there, and then he draws the foul. Lamine chasing. A couple of ill-advised touches, though, from Lomares, and Barca win it back. Aron couldn't keep it on his feet. Pushed forward. The referee did not see the trip that allows Barca to continue. He was following the ball. And this is well worked by Vazquez. Descended forward to Eric Garcia. Vazquez again trying to turn. This time he's dispossessed. Does look like one to watch, though, number 7 in black. He's already shown off a couple of slick dribble moves. And that too, from Lomares, is as dangerous as it gets. You can be sure that a mistake like that will cost you. Prim for Simon. Olmedo for Prim. Simon shows in the middle. Colome trying to find Pradas. He has. Here's Arnau Pradas. Sends it along to Fariñas. Pradas now. Back for Fariñas. Left-footed cross comes in towards Yamal. And the flag went up on Lamine. Since the loss in December, it is now 7 straight victories for Barca, including 2 weeks ago, a very important 2-1 victory over Espanyol, and that has widened the gap in the table. The win took the first place gap from 8 points to 11. Had Espanyol been able to come up with something, even a draw, better yet a victory. Now hold that thought, because here comes Girona, and the cross that was intended for Arnau didn't find him. Fariñas, though, is dispossessed. Girona fighting for it, but Barca have won it back with Adam, and he's motoring forward, utilizing that frame. It's still Adam. What a run. He gets tripped up. You surely will see a card come from that. Not much that could have been done. Strong run. And there was really no choice but to commit the foul. It's Lomares who sees the book. It is certainly a shooting position. It's Prim and Lamine. It will be Lamine Yamal who sends it in towards Zemliakov. Back with Garcia. Here is Vazquez. Him go trying to squeak through Adam. Vazquez sticks with the play. He's looking to send a cross in, and he's won a throw. You have to say he's, every time on the ball, the most active player on the pitch, Eric Vazquez. 3 goals this season for Girona. dangerous back pass. Prim shields off Garcia and does so legally. That allows Barca to come forward. Here's Arnau Pradas, Colome on the overlap. The through ball comes in for Quiles and out comes Zemliakov. Wins it back for his team. Girona content to work this from the back once again, which didn't work out for them much through the first half of this half. When they send it back this far, they tend to give it away. It's almost as if you've done all of the work to get the ball this far forward. No sense in going back. It is turned over, but Adam is dealing with Vavkiv, and that is a problem. Here's Eric Vavkiv, who cuts it back inside once, but twice, and finally gets the ball taken off of his feet at the last moment. He is dangerous, though, in space. Girona's confidence have grown tremendously in this game. Rangel sends it forward. Lopez was trying to link up with Nacho Plaza. And now it's Barca forced to boot it out of the back. Simon showing in the middle. Here's Lamine. Connecting with Prim. Colome. Pradas. Olmedo. Here's Lamine. First time that we've seen Barca start to pin the defense back. Looking for the ball over the top. Simon is there. Simon is offside. He put it home and nearly had his first goal of the season. But the flag goes up on him, and it stays 0-0. The first warning sign for the visitors. Sent forward by a now injured Quiles, who has stayed down. Pradas is being doubled. He'll try to clip one in towards Yamal, who will chase it down but won't get there before Afnar. It is a goal kick. Don't have the appropriate angle to see just how close Simon was to back line of Girona. Deemed to be offside, though. And so Barca continue to search for their first here today. Ball is not sticking to anybody's feet, though. Here is Simon. Had one nearly just a moment ago, had it taken away from him, sent back into the middle. Here is Lamine. He wants to get a shot away, and he will. And he didn't get enough power behind it. Colome turns. He's on his own, and he's going to keep going. Colome still with it. Now trying to get across and snuck it in towards Quiles, who stuck a toe out. Necessary defending from Girona and a Barca corner. Comes in low. Cleared right away by Aznou, but right back towards the corner flag. Simon clips it back in. The two defenders were looking for a link up, and now the whistle goes. Hold on a second. What is the call here? I believe the referee, Alexis Garcia, is signaling that there was a handball just on the outside of the box, and that is as close as it gets. Olmedo was looking for Rangel. The two center backs were as far forward as you can get. It is not a penalty. You can see where the ball is placed down. This makes it extremely difficult to get the ball over the wall. It's taken by Simon low. He was trying to sneak it under the wall, but it did its job. The ball has stayed in play. Simon trying to link back up with Pradas, who's still there, but he couldn't keep it in along the byline. Zemliakov came out for it and missed it, but did just enough to put Pradas off. Don't have it, and it looks like the turf monster just got Aron. Another near turnover. It's been loose at the back, and the high pressure of Girona is working right now, causing problems for Barca at the moment. Prim for Colome. About halfway through this, I should say half an hour through this first half. A 40-minute half here for the Cadet side. They've had a couple of half chances, nothing though that you'd say had to find the back of the net. continue to search with Olmedo and Prim and Pradas. For Colome, well fed forward. Colome's low ball in. Simon. Girona have defended well. The only minor criticism that you could come up with is that a couple of times they've been a little bit cute with their clearances, and it's all well and good while it works, but one slip up and that could be the difference in this game. I've seen a substitution, by the way, made for Girona. Is Hugo Sardina, who has come in. We did not see who he replaced. But he will get a better part of 50 minutes or so on the pitch. Sardina making a run in behind. First touch carries him a long way away from the ball. And it is a goal kick. At present, I don't see Nacho Plaza, which could be that like-for-like change. One back and then fouled was Prim. Olmedo for Adam. Colome had it deflected on the way up. At this point, Barca held off the score sheet. They certainly have the firepower out there to find a goal, but they have not gotten into goal-scoring positions yet today. Long ball sent over the top by Rangel. Looking for Lamine. Barca have 4 of the top 20 goal scorers in this league, including Arnau Pradas, who scored 14 in a span of 17 games. Likes of Lamine, who has 8, Marc, Guiu, who is on the bench today with 7. Again, it's back with Girona in this area of the pitch, and they've done a lot better lately as Girona are coming in again. The shot is on, and the goal comes from Garcia. It felt like for a while that Girona were pushing hard. They have gotten their goal, and it's been well-deserved. Enrique Garcia scores his 11th goal of the season. We talked about the firepower that Barca have. He is the league, or rather the leading goal scorer for Girona, 3rd in the league, all by himself. Now just 3 back of the league lead. And it is Girona. Coming to the Ciudad Esportiva, and as they did the first time these teams met, taking a lead. The field has been more accessible to Barca in this first half, but Girona have done a really good job of closing down any potential gaps. They haven't given away too many free kicks, but they do here. It'll be set up for a natural cross, perhaps with the left boot of Lamine. He's filtering forward. Lamine leaves it for Prim, who takes his space, then sends it in. And there's Zamliakov to comfortably handle it. Over the top, Vazquez fighting for it. Adam has to move back, and it was a dangerous clearance from Kochen. Had to get it away quickly and did. That sense of urgency that we saw from Barca the first 10 minutes has dissipated a little bit. Ball isn't moving as crisply as it had. And Girona do feel like they've got a grip on this game. Colome trying to get Pradas involved. Been isolated out on the wing so far. Adam to link up with Lamine, who wins it back. Adam now double teamed, cuts inside. Can he get to it first? He does win the corner. That's well done. It was all heart and determination. It was difficult to apply any skill on the end of that play. Barca have the corner. Prim wants to send it in, and will. Sent in low, headed clear by the goal scorer Garcia. Has to go all the way back to his keeper. Tussle, and Kochen sticks to his spot. And only then does the whistle go. It's a foul against Girona. Just a few minutes left in this first half. Barca still searching for answers. Once Barca get to this spot on the pitch, they've had difficulty finding the open man. You can imagine the team talk at halftime for Ivan Carrasco will include Players needing to come to the ball and search for those open spaces. Prim sends it inside. Here's Simon. Pradas filters it along and couldn't get it to Quiles. That's Colome. Back for Rangel. Colome again. That's deflected. It will stay in play. Pradas takes it first time, and it's parried away. Quiles was asking, I believe, for a handball. Perhaps on its way down here? Well, maybe slightly. Second consecutive corner for Barça now. Simon to take. Back post bound. Oh, unmarked was Rangel, and it was cleared off the line. He had an excellent shot at it. He certainly put it on target. He didn't muster up enough power behind it, but he did just about everything he could, really. And now it's Pradas forward again, cutting it back, and Quiles skies the bar. Well, that takes us to 40 minutes, and that very well might signal an end to the first half. At most, maybe an extra minute of stoppage time. That's the most dangerous set of opportunities Barca have had all half. So it's a good sign at the end of the half, although they don't have the equalizing goal to show for it. Down by the substitute Sardina. And back though by Barça. Prim through 3 defenders. Gets it to Simon. Well done by the Barça captain. Perhaps one more effort here. Simon goes byline, cuts it back. Not yet cleared, and finally Girona send it to safety, and that does it for the first half. Barça turned up the heat at the end of the half, but they don't. They do, yeah, along that back line at the left back position, looking to replace Adam. We do see a change for Barça. There is at least one. There he is. Number 12 in the Blaugrana, Jose Notario. Has come on for Adam, and that is the only change for Barça thus far. Other than that, it is the same set of starters, the cast of characters we saw from the first half, and Girona are away with their first chance here in the second half. The cross comes in along the way, and it's poked home by Garcia. Boy, that was a quick start. A mistake at the back. Colome could not clear it, and Girona have taken a 2-0 lead here at the Ciudad Esportiva. Less than a minute into the half, Colome needed to come up with a clearance. He whiffed on it. Kochen got a palm to it, but couldn't deflect it away from goal. And Enrique Garcia, right place, right time, and he scores his second of the day. 12th on the season, now puts him just 2 goals back of Arnau Pradas, who's got the league lead at 14. Everything that came from the halftime talk, though it hasn't changed Barca's approach here in the second half, it certainly makes the task that much more difficult. Coming across the way, Pradas is in an offside position. It did look close, though. You'd think that, as we just saw there, with Notario cutting infield, we might see more of that from Barca, who tried to go along the outside and kept running into dead ends. They would certainly benefit from trying to probe the other way. Handled by Pradas. And Girona with a 2-0 lead. Won't be in any hurry, and that could work to their benefit, of course, but it could also work against them. Their best spells of play have been when they've showcased their energy today. Defensively, that has stayed true. Formache sends it forward. It's all the way through. Sardina could not get to it. Pradas. Behind Prim. Garcia is set twirling to the ground. Foul committed from one 10 to another. Fariñas on Garcia. Simon sends it to the substitute, Notario. Simon again. Rangel. Colome. Pradas. Plenty of space for him to operate. Fariñas for Prim. Right it goes, Lamine, Yamal. He'll try the sideline, and that is deflected out for a corner. Barca would benefit from picking up where they left off at the end of the half, despite surrendering the early goal here to start the second. Service has to be good from Prim. Back post. Sent back in by Fariñas. Out by Mares. And away come Girona. Filtered through, still carrying it. Colome is finally at least slowed down. is why you can't yet close the book on any sort of title race. It's too early to call it. With as much time as there is left in the season, you've still got, after this meeting, 11 more games to be played, and that's plenty of time for a team like Espanyol perhaps to catch up. Now, they don't have to face the second place side anymore this year. They've already beaten Espanyol twice. Barca have. Yamal cuts inside again. That worked well last time. Simon filters it along. Pradas with the shot. And Semnyakov with the comfortable save. That's the second time, though, here in this half that we've seen Lamine cut inside. Pradas, 1-on-3. He needs help. Tried to get it to Simon, but it was cut out at the last moment. Come back to Lamine from Kilis, taking on as many defenders as he can. Cleared away by Eric Vazquez. Looked over the top looking for Lamine again. Dario to the byline, trying to pick out Pradas, who kept it alive. It's skied high and wide by Colome. And the chances starting to pass Barca by. This is a rare sighting to see. At least when you're talking about the way Barca have operated this year, they have allowed more than one goal in a game prior to today just 2 times this season. Picked up by Olmedo. They gave up 2 to Espanyol in the first weeks of the season. They won that game 3-2. They gave up 2 in a 4-2 win to Granollers. Haven't allowed more than 1 goal in a game since November. They've done it here today, and they're in danger now of losing their second game of the season. At least when you talk about form and what you would expect going into this game, Girona having not been in form, a team who have lost 3 of their last 5, haven't had a win since December. Barca, of course, who have played well all year long. Still half an hour, though, to make things happen. It will be a corner for Barca. In out by Garcia, kept alive by Notario. To exchange headers once again, and Lamine will take it himself, cutting in field and committing the foul. One back now. Simon has it. He brings it to Lamine, who tries to find Pradas, who's got one back. Arnau Pradas gets the assist from Lamine. And you can see after the goal comes, Zemliakov trying to slow down play because Girona know that after giving up one, Barca now carry the momentum. It was well worked from Simon to Lamine, and Pradas finished it off nicely. It's his 15th of the season. We talked about the Golden Boot race in the competition. That's well defended too by Olmedo, who not only kept it off of Vázquez's feet, but then clipped it off of him and won the throw for Barca. So the two players you'd expect to score goals in this game have done so. Girona trying to come back quickly. Garcia is working on a hat trick. It's sent in by Vázquez. Out comes Kochen to claim. And now, just under half an hour to play in this game, Girona can't sit back on their heels anymore. They'll have to know that Barca will be coming quickly. And here comes Pradas, quickly again. Weaving inside, it's left back. Fariñas with the shot. Surely it took a deflection. Oh, wow. Fariñas thought it did. Aznou saw it go through his legs. Against Barca this time. What's impressive about these two players, these two goal scorers, Pradas and Garcia, is how they've been able to score in bunches. Pradas has played in 19 games this season. He's used to doing so. He's got 15 goals now in that span. On the other side, though, Garcia has his 12 goals played now in 14 games. Into the box, Guiu Hernandez goes down, and the referee asks him to get right back up. Sent clear into the path of Fariñas. There was a dangerous potential collision in the midfield, but Barca come away with it. Colome. One back by Nacho Plata, who has stayed on the pitch. Did not see then who Sardinia came in for. We'll have to find that. And it is Plata with Sardinia now to his left. Plata takes the shot, deflected away. The follow-up from Vázquez is also sent away. Simon back to help out defensively. Barca dodge a bullet. That's the claim of the foul. We're well beyond that point now. Down goes Lamine. Two Barca substitutions coming with Fariñas and Quiles done for the day. Nicolas Exposito, or rather Wesley, I should say, with his 7 goals this season. He'll come on. Free kick sent in towards the back, and Rangel couldn't get ahead to it. Wesley is one of the 2 substitutions. Marc Guiu also has a handful of goals this year. He's in as well. Barca looking for offensive firepower. Slipped through. Simon couldn't handle it. Jose Notario chases it down. Barca corner. Encroaching on the halfway point of the second half. Simon with a long run-up. Whips it in, and it's headed on. Oh, Prim just didn't get enough of a deflection on it. He was right there. Another man unmarked in the box, and the zonal marking of Girona has not worked out for them in this game. They're fortunate to have evaded a couple of potential disastrous corners. Well done by Wesley. His hustle play winning it back for Barca. Now calling for it. Pradas along the right-hand side. Wants to cut inside and does. Pradas' cross all the way through. Lamine keeps it in play. For Lamine to chase this one. Will he get to it? Yes, right next to the flag he does. And he slips past Notario and Vazquez and then goes down. And that's all. Stayed in play for Lamine. Some meeting for Barca, finding themselves down 2-0 right out of the second half gate. It's a fairly even first half. Girona got the first half goal. Here in the second half, Barca have clawed one back. Girona have not had many sights of their goal in this second half. Barca will feel now not only that they can get the equalizer, but perhaps that they can go on and win this thing if they continue at the rate that they are. It does look like another substitution is coming. Or perhaps just waiting on Gerard Soler. Guiu is saying, well, perhaps he should come off the pitch. Which Soler has. And it is now, for the time being, Barca playing with a man advantage. Can they take advantage? Here's Prim. And Olmedo. Notario. Yamal, miscommunication with Prim that time, and Girona have it coming the other way. This is really their only outlet right now, is just trying to come forward quickly, asking a lot of Hugo Sardina, and the track back well done by Notario to slow things down.
Alexis! Alexis!
Coming forward, but lost it. And he is in some serious pain. It looks like another cramp. It's not a particularly hot day in Barcelona today. This has been a physical battle, and as we start to dwindle down towards the final 15 minutes, you have to believe Barca will be trying to keep the game moving, and on the other side, Girona will be trying to slow it down as much as they can. This time, though, Nacho Plata will indeed come off the pitch. He is replaced by Adrian Cantero. Does have 3 goals this season. Might have dripped out over the sideline, but play continues, and it's in the hands of Vázquez. Now it's Lopez. Here comes the cross. There's the opportunity, and the goal comes from Guillem Hernandez to make it 3-1 Girona. His first of the season, and perhaps the dagger that seals Barca's fate on this Saturday. Now, we didn't go back far enough, but it might be worth looking at just to see, did that ball indeed go over the line? Because if it does, that's where the frustration comes into play. As soon as the Barca bench made claims that the ball had gone over the touchline. That was when it then moved forward and Girona were able to score. And now Barca need two. Pradas got the first one. A chance here. Guiu couldn't come up with anything. Now Colome has it. Rangel looking for Pradas. He's been occupying the Adama Traore space today. Another added sense of urgency for Barca, but the defense from Girona has been really good. They have not allowed much, and they're closing down the ball quickly, which is what you have to do. You can't give Barca time on the ball to make decisions. This result would put Girona in a tie for 4th place, jumping up 2 spots in the table. Flicked through. It comes to Guiu, who tries to send it across the face of goal, but there was nobody there to greet it. Lamine tracks it down. He'll clip it up towards the back. It comes to Colome. Deflected out to Prim. Wesley. Now Colome fires and Colome scores. And Colome felt the cramp immediately after shooting. He scores his 3rd of the season. Had to get forward a little bit. And we are not done just yet. Every time Barca look like they're down and out, they've come back with a response. This time it's from the man who spent most of this game at the right back position, Colome, from a completely different spot on the pitch, makes it 3-2. Here come Barca again. This time Lamine, and he can't keep it in play. This is the first time all year that Barca have conceded 3 goals in a game. Cadet with 1 loss in 18 games this year. They are testing the visitors, who've played well today. They certainly deserve a result of some kind, but Barca will be working to change the narrative on the first 70 minutes. Garcia scored 2 already. He was looking for his hat trick. Speared out wide into the path of Pradas. who will have another run. Pradas tried to clip it forward, a poor clearance attempt momentarily, and Vavkev is the one who ends up with it. Girona doing a good job keeping the pressure on. But Barca have come back. Sent forward, here's Prim into the box, he saunters. Prim goes down, he was already on his way down when the challenge came in. This time, Barca win it. And I believe it'll be on the ground. It should be a free kick. This is another opportunity to send it into the box. This has been a weak point for Girona in this game. They have not defended well from set pieces. And if the service is good, it could be dangerous. It is good service. Back post, knotted down by Rangel. Headed clear and out for a Barca throw. Imagine there's going to be probably 3, maybe even 4 minutes of added time at the end of this 40-minute half, with the amount of different players who have gone down, mostly with cramps. Here's Prim, he'll have a strike. Tailed away from the upper left-hand corner. Barca trailed in this game 1-0 at halftime. Girona scored just a minute into the second half to make it 2-0. Garcia got both goals. But Arnau Pradas came back to make it 2-1 before Guiu Hernandez scored to make it 3-1 Girona. Colome's goal 5 minutes ago now makes it 3-2, and that's a giveaway from Olmedo. Simon wins it back and is fouled. Simon linking up with Lamine. Simon has space to move forward. There will be a card shown. I think it was Garcia that time who goes into the book. More service from Simon. Towards the back post, there's the header, and it was met by Guiu, and he didn't get enough behind it. Another golden chance. Set pieces have really been a problem for Girona today. And I think maybe he was put off even by his own teammate, Hector. It was Guiu who picked up the caution. Girona are starting to act frantically in defense, and they've still got another 8 or 9 minutes in all likelihood of defending to do. Yamal, it's a goal kick. Double deflection, Barca takes over. Next up on the schedule for Barca will be a matchup with Sant Cugat. Team towards the bottom of the table. Here come Barca. Wesley nearly shunned off by Lopez, and he will win Barca a corner. It'll be Pradas to send it in. Winding down on the full 80 minutes before stoppage time. Pradas in, the header once again. It's a decent chance. Fort was in. Mares has stayed down. And he is rolling around in severe pain. Referee, you can see, has stopped his watch, and that is why it looked like a connection of heads. You do hope that Lomares comes away with this all right. Where's the captain's armband? They'll have to come off, and of course all of this will be added on to stoppage time. He's back to his feet. He appears to be okay, and he's going to stay in the game. Forward, Girona trying to come away with the goal that would win it. It's a big initial save, but the follow-up comes from Sardina, and Girona have won it. 4 goals at the Ciudad Esportiva. Hugo Sardina scores the 4th. Kochen came up with the initial save. But credit goes to number 17 for sticking with the play and coming up with the goal that should seal it. This is a statement win from a team that has had its ups and downs this year. They have not had a win in 2022. They are very much on the cusp of doing so here today. We will not get an indication of how much added time there will be. It's rendered somewhat less important now unless Barca are able to grab a quick goal. It just wasn't in the cards today. Defense was not up to their usual standards. Double claims of handball. Originally, Rangel tried to come forward. Simon settles it down. Prim looking for Lamine. Back for Prim. Looking for Pradas. Guiu couldn't take the awkward bounce. So this result, depending on what Espanyol do this week, depending on their ultimate result here in match day 19 against San Gabriel, that will determine what the gap at the top of the table is. 11 points to start the day. Could very well be reduced back to 8. As Barca will accept their second defeat of the season. Next week it is a chance to get back as Vatkiv loses out. Sent forward. Garcia still seeking out his hat trick. Flag will go up this time on Sardina. For Girona, tough matchup next week too. They've got Dam. You could look at it as a tough back-to-back for them, or perhaps a chance to climb even further in the standings. As Barca may get one quickly, Simon took too long. They broke through the defensive lines, and that would have been maybe their one chance just to fire the torpedoes at the end of this contest. But the referee, who is now checking his watch, knows that there is very little time left. Lamine. Deflected. Kept alive by Guiu. Lamine Yamal again. Simon just didn't have the handle. So there were 6 goals in this game, obviously, but I think the biggest one had to have been the one right out of the gate in the second half. If that goal doesn't come, the cushion isn't a 2-goal lead for Girona as long as it's been in this half. If it's 1, perhaps the game is played a little more tightly. It's a little bit harder for them to hold on to their lead. But that goal gave them the width between Barca that they needed. And that is indeed the end of the contest. Barca drop points for just the second time this season. 4 goals from Girona, the most goals that Barca have allowed all season long. And although they had a chance on 2 separate occasions, bringing it back within a goal in the second half, it was Girona, the visiting side, that come away with the win. Barca fall as Enrique Garcia scores 2 goals to give Girona the early lead. 1 at the end of the first half, 1 at the beginning of the second half. And despite goals from Pradas and Colome, Barca fall